Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning, Dr. Priscilla. I'm
It's
ready to read Big Water in Nebraska.
fantastic. It's good to have you back again. So today we are going to read Big Water in Nebraska. It's a short lesson, and we're reading from News in Levels, and this is level 3. Could you read for me?
Yes. Nebraska, a state in the American Midwest, flooded last week, and an agency said that the flooding reached record levels in 17 locations across the state. The flooding damaged hundreds of homes, and over 600 people have been staying in shelters. One person died. Difficult words, Midwest, the middle and western side of a country, shelter, a safe place.
Okay, fantastic. Now, the words that I have in red, it's flooded.
Yes.
Can you repeat that word? Flooded.
Flooded, flooding,
Flood.
flood,
Yeah.
flooded,
Floating.
flood,
Flooding.
flooding.
Good. And what does it mean to flood? What does that mean to flood?
When the water took the place of the ground, all the fields are underwater. We say the fields are flooded.
That's correct. The fields are flooded. Everything is underwater. If we take a look at this picture, can you describe this picture and try to use the word flood or flooding as you describe the picture?
Yes. In this picture, we can see a car who is flooded by water in a city. In fact, the driver couldn't drive his car in a safe place because the flooding was surely too quick.
And do you see just one car?
Oh yes, yes. I don't see exactly no. I don't exactly see what it is.
I think this is yet another car.
This is another car, perhaps. Yeah. Ah, yes. Is the white cream?
Yes. A cream-colored car. And
Okay.
there also may be a car here, but I'm not necessarily sure what that is. But there's something there too. And definitely, this is a car.
Yes.
So this is what we would consider heavy flooding. This would be heavy flooding here in the waters.
Yes.
Where did this flooding take place?
This flooding takes place in a state of America Midwest called Nebraska.
Yes, the flooding took place in Nebraska. Now I will read the article. Big Water in Nebraska. Level 3. Nebraska, a state in the American Midwest, flooded last week, and an agency said that the flooding reached record levels in 17 locations across the state. The flooding damaged hundreds of homes, and over 600 people have been staying in shelters. One person died. The difficult words today are Midwest, the middle and western side of a country, shelter, a safe place. All right, so there we have an emergency or a disastrous situation in Nebraska. Have you had a flooding to this level in your country? Is this something?
Yes, it always arrived in the south of France many times last year. Sometimes it's about a stream which suddenly began.
A small stream.
Yes, a small stream was suddenly, because of the rain, became very high,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, the city of the city in which this stream cross 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 began very high, and all the city is flooding,
Mm-hmm.
and it's arrived many times. And if I remember well, there was 40 person who died.
Mm. Okay, so the rain became very severe. The rain was very strong. I
Yes,
don't know that I would say that it's okay to say that the rain was very high, but rain doesn't get high, but the water from the rain gets
yes,
high.
yes,
But the rain was very strong, or the rain became very severe.
yes.
Those would be better ways of saying that about the rain.
And the last catastrophe about flooding is the flooding in Mozambique, where we
The last
suppose that
catastrophe.
1,000 people died.
Okay.
The
The
last,
last catastrophe.
the last catastrophe
Hmm. Was where?
in Mozambique.
Was in Mozambe. I'm
B
not sure how to
I B I
be Mozambique.
que
Mozambique.
que Q que H, que E
Q.
Mozambique. No, not this Q. K E, yes, E K E I K E
Is that right?
E E.
Okay.
No, not this one. No. B I K E.
Oh.
No, K.
Oh. Oh. Here.
Yes, this K. Not the C. A B C. Not the C. Erase the C. Erase the C. Yes, K E E. No, not this A B C D E. Okay, Mozambique.
Okay. And this word, this letter here. This is a K.
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 K. This is a K.
Yeah, that's a K. Okay, so the last catastrophe was in Mozambique.
I'm not sure that I spelled the name properly. Perhaps it's Mozambique. Q.
Okay, Q.
I'm not sure of the spelling.
Okay, I'll just put it here so we can, when you go back, not sure of spelling. Okay, so that takes care of that.
Yes.
We'll leave it like that.
Yes, but
Okay,
it
not
was
sure
a
of
big
spelling.
catastrophe.
Okay,
One of them.
so we know that the flooding damaged hundreds of homes and over 600 people have been staying in shelters. What exactly is a shelter, and do you have shelters in France?
A shelter is a poor home where you can just have a roof over your head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have comfort in it. It's only to be safe from the rain,
Mm-hmm.
from the sun, from the elements of weather.
Shelters,
And
they're usually temporary.
yes, some people live in shelters in big cities like Paris, like Lyon, like Marseille. Usually, there are people who are migrants who try to find a shelter for the night
Mm-hmm.
or for the day, because sometimes the migrants are héberged in the uh, average in big houses during the night, but at the beginning of the day, the next day, they
Mm-hmm.
were sent in the street, and
Mm-hmm.
they need to have a shelter for all the day. and they built some shelters in some places, like under the bridge in Paris, like a big field near a big city. Calais,
Right.
for example. Calais, do you heard about Calais? It was a small city in the north of France where
Mm-hmm.
the migrants built shelters in order to be ready to cross the channel to England.
I see. So when we think of things in situations like that, with people living under bridges, in abandoned alleyways, these are what we may consider most of the time homeless people.
Yes.
And the homeless people are not necessarily interested in going to a shelter for some reason or other. They prefer the freedom of staying outdoors wherever they can find a suitable place for their lifestyles or something of that nature. All right, I'm going to stop the recording now.